Back here in Boston, John Saunders, Sean Elliott, Michelle Tafoya, the #2 scoring team in the NBA, the Mavericks with 50 in the first, and the Celtics just struggling. Antoine Walker, 18 points, had almost half of the Celtics' 39 points, and he was hitting from just about everywhere, Sean.
He especially got tough on the inside. When Sean Bradley left the game, Antoine Walker went to work on the interior, and you see his shots. 2 missed shots from the perimeter, but all the green is inside the paint. A couple of nice shots from the perimeter. One of those, I believe, was a 3-ball. But Pierce, on the other hand, has struggled, and this zone has really confused him a little bit. He hasn't gotten any good looks at the basket.
He had 13 points in a win over Philadelphia and just 2 tonight. So Paul Pierce really has to get it going, Michelle. What did they talk about in the locker room?
Well, on defense, they talked about trusting the defensive schemes, Boston, and trying not to give up too many second chance points. They only gave up 6 of them, but they'll be happy with that possession because they weren't forced to play defense an extra possession. The wide open looks they like, they're going to love that one, but they did emphasize the extra pass, John Saunders. They said, against the zone, we'll get wide open looks, but do make the extra pass, those shots that start falling.
Well, that one did fall indeed, and that's got to be great news for the Celtics with Pierce, just the 2 points, and it was a 3. Nahara, though, answers back just inside the arc.
And he's expanded his offensive game. Well, he wasn't nearly that kind of shooter when he first broke into the league.
Pierce trying to put it on the floor, shoots over Nahara, got a hand in his face. That affected the shot. At last touched by Adrian Griffin, so it's still going to belong to the Celtics. The Celtics shooting just 33%. And how about that 1 of 12 from 3?
Again, live by the 3, die by the 3. And so far, it's been hurting them this game. But you can't fault the guys that are typically responsible for shooting that many threes. Antoine Walker's done a great job of going to the basket, getting shots in the paint.
Coach O'Brien wants that many attempts. It's by design, not by accident. Griffin bounce pass to Nowitzki, but T gets a body on him and commits the foul.
And Dirk Nowitzki's so long, John, that he can just throw his body out there. He throws his torso out there to get bumped, and he's able to still regain control and get that ball near the basket.
He is very adept at immediately taking his body towards the defender, and that is so huge to getting to the free throw line, as Nowitzki has done here. When you think about some of the best players in the league, like Nowitzki, Antoine Walker, Steve Nash, Paul Pierce, all here tonight, which players will be All-Stars? Log on to NBA.com and cast your ballot for the 2003 NBA All-Star Game. And no fair, Sean, to go online and write yourself in. We're not allowing that.
Yeah, I wish I could. Couldn't find my name anywhere on there.
Foul on Eric Williams. It was a lane violation, rather, and Eric Williams was shaking his head at the official. I thought they got him for a bump going into the lane, but he got in there a little bit early. Nowitzki gets yet another offering.
Yeah, you don't want to give him another shot at it. And come out of the locker room at halftime and go to the line for 2 free throws to start it out for Dirk Nowitzki. He doesn't need any help getting hot.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's almost as if the official's like, there had to be a lane violation. He missed. That's not possible, is it?
Right.
Delp now as Nash tries to send him one way, he goes the other. Williams around Nahara, but right into Nowitzki. Nahara, who was beaten on the play. The officials say he reached around and got a piece.
And he did. There's no question that was a foul. He just wrapped up Eric Williams. See that arm there, and he holds it. I mean, there's no disputing that.
You think that's a foul?
Yeah, that's. I mean, Williams needs a trauma surgeon after that foul.
Almost lost his arm. Pierce, quickly, look how fast they close on Pierce. Great catch by Delp. Shot clock's at 2, but T is going to beat it. Did not come close. 24-second violation of the ball. Did not touch the rim. Great defense by Dallas there.
Yeah, and you talk about the Dallas Mavericks playing defense. Here's Paul Pierce. Finley's all over him using that athletic ability. There you see Griffin, and Griffin already is a superb defender on his own. He doesn't need Michael Finley's help along with that. Paul Pierce just can't get a good look at the bucket. I mean, he made that 3 coming out of the locker room, but he made that happen for himself. He pushed the break on his own and pulled up from beyond the arc.
They're going to need to get Pierce on track, or this game's going to get away in a hurry. Antoine Walker can only do so much. Finley into traffic. Free throw line. He got down the jumper.
Yeah, don't let him get going, because he's the type of guy who will put the ball on the floor 2 or 3 times, then elevate over the top of you. And if he starts knocking them down, you can do nothing.
And the threes continue to be a problem for the Celtics. I told you, they shoot more than anyone in the league. Way more. Nowitzki first the ball fake, loses Walker, and knocks it home.
That's just a joke. I mean, that's sick. Everything that he incorporated into getting that bucket, putting the ball on the floor, getting past Antoine Walker, gives him a little up and under and stops and pops. Dirk Nowitzki has a massive game.
Eric Williams wanted to take it to the full. Nowitzki was there, thought he had a piece, but Eric Williams stayed with it and got it.
I love Eric Williams' intensity. He's an effort and energy player.
Finley for 3. That one's a little long. Eric Williams with the rebound. Walker now. Pierce ahead of everyone. They don't find him. Delp dumps it down to Pierce. Shooting just inside the arc and stays pulled. And then Pierce going after the rebound. Loose ball foul as he runs right into Griffin.
And moments ago, just watch Dirk Nowitzki. He's running the left side of the floor. When he catches his ball, Antoine Walker must respect that jumper. So he runs out at him. He respects that jumper again, goes for 2 fakes. And Dirk Nowitzki, I mean, you just put a little bit of grain on that picture and it looks like Larry Bird back in this building in a different uniform.
The fans here would appreciate that.
Dirk Nowitzki is an unbelievable ball player.
Williams right at Nowitzki. Ball fake, gets it up and rattles it down. Nice job. Last couple of trips down the floor by Eric Williams, who now has 7.
You get to love him attacking on the interior. He was just patient. He took that ball right at Dirk Nowitzki.
Nash now. Nowitzki on the floor. Comes up shooting, fading away a little deep. Rebounded to Eric Williams. Wants to push it to Pierce. Pierce over Nash. Jump shot won't go. Still some problems for Paul Pierce. A little quick with that shot.
A little quick. He had Steve Nash on him. That's the point. You back him down and you use your size.
Nash spins on Delp, takes it right to the hole. Offensive foul. Petit was underneath there. Michelle, you know, one of the things about defense is Don Nelson has tried to turn the defense up on this team. He's got a system that helps.
It's a system that helps him. Certainly, it's a finding system. He finds the veterans because he thinks they should know better. When there are defensive breakdowns or there isn't communication, it's a $5 fine that has to be paid in cash, and it's got to be paid the day it's imposed. Otherwise, it doubles to $10. And I said to Don Nelson, hey, guys like Nash and Nowitzki and Finley, they're not going to miss $5. And he said, oh, trust me, they miss the money.
They don't like it coming out of their wallet. And the other thing is, they get fined, as you stated, even if it's not their mistake.
It's a pride thing.
Nowitzki, deep 3 was no good. Petit with the rebound. The Celtics trying to turn up a little defensive pressure right now. Williams gets bumped on the way.
And you know, it's not only about pride, that $5, but you know, I've been on a lot of teams, and you're around these guys that have lots of money and don't do anything to get anything free.
Right.
You talk about free food, and all of a sudden you have all these guys running to get free food. You're making millions.
Well, you wonder if Steve Nash has to pay in Canadian money, because then he'd have to play almost double.
Yeah, yes.
Believe me, I know. And Deutschmarks, of course, from Dirk Nowitzki. Deutschmarks and loonies in the fine. It all adds up. Eric Williams, 7 points and 8 rebounds right now. But he has gone to the bench.
With this team, it'd be interesting to see the pot of money. You have Nahara.
Yeah, the Mexican money would have.
Yeah, some pesos in there. There's somebody. Some euro dollars around here somewhere.
Who put this coin with a hole in it in the pool? Nash, one of the things I like about Nash, we talked about it before when we were at halftime. Nowitzki launches a 3-pointer. It's off the mark. Oh, Bradley, good job to keep it alive and into the hands of Nash. Finley, but what I started to talk about, Nash, when he's dribbling the ball, never stops it. Nahara with a big bump. Is that difficult to defend a guy who's almost stutter steps? It's almost like as if he has 3 or 4 different speeds.
Yeah, he's shifty. He's shifty, and he keeps you off balance. And that's how great offensive players in this league, the thing they do is they keep you off balance. You never know what's coming next. If you look at pitchers in baseball, the great pitchers, they'll throw you fastball, changeup, then they'll throw you a slider, and you don't know what's coming. They keep you off balance. That's what great scorers do, and Steve Nash does that, at an exceptional quality. The guy keeps you off balance. He'll shift speeds on you. And you try to tell young players that. I remember I was at a camp a while ago, and young players, they want to go hard out all the time, as fast as they can. If you shift speeds, slow it up, change it up, faster, slower, then you're going to beat more people.
He's working for Steve Nash with Eduardo Nahara at the line. Clanks that one off the back arm. 75% free throw shooter. We got a technical foul on Eric Williams. He obviously had something to say on his way up the floor. Now, we can only assume what it might have been.
It probably wasn't anything too pleasant. How's the wife? How are the kids?
Bob Delaney making the call on that. He's over here stealing some of your refreshments at halftime.
He tore some of these peanut butter cups up. I had about 4 or 5 of them at halftime. I had to get those sugar reserves up.
They actually gave that tee to Antoine Walker, even though they looked at Eric Williams when he called it. Lob going in for Baker, gets pushed from behind by Michael Finley. See Nowitzki at the line right now. Nowitzki waiting to go to the other end of the floor and do that. 59-47, Dallas has the lead. We got a little bit of confusion on the floor. Del Harris gets off the Dallas bench as Jim O'Brien is looking on there as well. And Finn Baker has now picked up a technical foul. And so the Celtics starting to add points to the board for Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks. Yeah, it has been. And playing against the Toronto team that really is undermanned as well. They've been hurt. I know Antonio Davis is back in the lineup, but Vince Carter's been out. Antonio Davis has been out. And we are 60-47 while we were away. Another technical foul was called on the Celtics. This one was on Vin Baker. And Dirk Nowitzki calmly went to the line and buried yet another one to up the lead to 13 again. And now the Celtics try and survive that to get their offense moving once again. They really had it going. Pierce, three-pointer. Oh, not even close.
No, he's just struggling. He's put a lot of pressure on himself. Great pass.
Nahara, great body control to create that because he was going to be fouled. I at first thought he was just looking for the foul.
And that was all Avery Johnson. He got that ball on the open floor. He waited for Dirk Nowitzki to run that left lane. He looked at Dirk the whole way, but yet he knew Nahara was running the right side. He threw a no-look pass. Avery Johnson set that play up.
Tomorrow, Sky Sports 1, it's West Ham versus Manchester United. Ford Super Sunday tomorrow at 3, Sky Sports 1. But first with Premiership Plus on Sky Box Office. League leaders Liverpool.
This is what you've got to match.
At home to Sunderland. Sky Sports subscribers can order this game for just £5. Call 08705 160 160 or see channel 433. Premiership Plus with Scottish Life.
Trackmasters.
Check them out, it's the new AI. You gotta rock them. They even put a zone in the league to try to stop him. Matter of fact, call him the king. The way he breaks down the defense is like he got the ball on the string, and he will blow by you fast. Penetrate and dish it off or let it go high off the glass. All you need is a pair of these, nothing else. Your hesitation and stopping pop will be something else. Even on the court, we stay fly, Jada and AI. Make sure you go get the AI.
Join AOL now, because to thank our 2 million members, we're giving away £2,000 every day to one lucky member and a fantastic £200,000 in our grand prize draw. You can pick up a free trial CD in store, or you may receive one through the post. Or you can always give us a call.
Yes, hello, I'd like one of your free trial discs, please. I've got one.
For your completely free trial, call now and give yourself the chance to win in AOL's Thanks to You cash giveaway.
Looking for a loan? Running up against problems all the time? Difficulty in clearing credit card debts? Have you been refused elsewhere? Are you in arrears or have CCJs? Do you have a poor credit rating? Are you self-employed or have no equity? Or are you retired and life feels like one hurdle after another? Well, now a call to Norton Finance could cut your problems down to size. And whatever your circumstances, we could help. If you're a homeowner, our loans are for any purpose and repaid over a period that suits you. We could help you to consolidate all your existing debts into one low monthly payment, and you could have cash left to spend on the things you need. So, for a fast, no-fuss homeowner loan, call Norton Finance now, free on 0800 929 100. That's 0800 929 100. Lines are open 24 hours a day.
Welcome back to another live auction here on BidUp.tv, where you'll find everything you need this Christmas. Now, am I bid any more on this fantastic mountain bike? Or is our top telephone bidder, Nicholas, going to get it for next to nothing? It's going once, it's going twice, going 3 times, going, gone.
Yes. BidUp.tv on channel 6, 4, 7, where everybody's bidding for bargains this Christmas.
Pierce gets blocked by Sean Bradley. That's his 5th block now.
And that's all Bradley has to do. I mean, what else do you want him to do? He'll score, he'll hit a couple buckets on the baseline for you, but for the most part, guy just prevented 2 points.
3-second call. Sean Bradley got locked in the lane there with Vin Baker and never got out of there. Shamond Williams into Eric Williams. Puts it on the floor, finds Vin Baker. Shot clock is at 6. Pierce has it now, trying to lose Finley. Down to Eric Williams, and Sean Bradley got a swat. I don't know if they are gonna hit Sean Bradley for the foul. Looked like he got bumped from behind.
I mean, Bradley blocked that shot almost from behind Vin Baker. I mean, if anything, I mean, they should have called him for coming over Vin Baker's back. Try saying that 3 times. Go ahead quickly. Vin Baker's back. He was behind him.
The way things have gone thus far, the Celtics have to find any way to earn their trip to the line, because from the field, they continue to struggle, including and especially Paul Pierce, their star. Pierce is 2 of 14.
He's putting a lot of pressure on himself. He didn't get good looks early, and then he's taking a couple bad shots to try to get himself in this ball game.
Avery Johnson is open. Good ball fake to lose Shamond Williams and rattle it down.
You always know that young athletic ball players are going to jump at every fake. Avery Johnson doing a great job. That's just experience. He gives Shamond a little head fake, and Shamond overreacted that. He was 3 feet in the air.
Shamond tries to make it okay. Oh, that's one of the more interesting threes I've seen. A long-distance shot like that doesn't usually rattle around that many times before dropping.
Got a break.
Walker out at Avery Johnson. Nowitzki has to reach for the ball. Eric Williams, ball fake, ducks under, and wow, again, you cannot stop that. 24 points now for Dirk Nowitzki.
And that ball almost didn't touch the rim, or the net, I should say. Almost didn't touch the net going through. That's how pure that shot was.
Shamond Williams is. Sean Bradley got a little bit lazy on that trip where somebody missed an assignment. That's going to be a fine. Somebody's going to be paying for the beer fund.
There's going to be 2 or 3 guys on the weak side. They have their backs turned to the ball. They teach you at an early age, you're playing on any kind of team, you must see ball and man.
Finley tried to force that in to Sean Bradley. Not even close. Antoine Walker right at Nowitzki. Rides him, uses the glass, and knocks it down. 20 points for Antoine Walker.
This Anton just using that bulk. All that muscle he has, all that working in the weight room. He just overpowered Nowitzki that time going to the basket.
And he gets the crowd back into the game now. Johnson into a double team, looking for some help. And he picked up his pivot and dragged it. And that's a turnover. So the Celtics with a chance to get this back to single digits. It's now a final of the Raptors for Sean Leonard. Here's Tim Hardaway talk about him. 19 points, 6 assists. For Sean, we should not be surprised to score. Remember, at Minnesota, he was tremendous, lighting it up.
Oh, he can fill it up. There's no question about that.
Backcourt mate, Jalen Rose in high school. How's that for a backcourt in high school?
And you see Sean Bradley that time. He tips the ball away. He's 2 feet behind his man.
Bradley back to Nowitzki. Baker closed in a hurry. Stepped out of bounds, did Nowitzki. It's turned over. And Jim O'Brien's team has really started to turn up the defense. And as a result, Don Nelson's squad struggling, turned it over the last couple of trips.
And this game has slowed down a lot, which doesn't help either team. And both these teams like to get out and use their athletic ability, their talent in the open floor.
You remember Dallas had 50 points at halftime. He had 16 for this part of the third quarter. Pierce. Wow. And, you know, with Sean Bradley down there, what are you going to try and do? He's going to try and dunk it from that distance? Not going to happen. Nowitzki, the assist to Steve Nash. They make you pay.
They're just sharing the ball. Steve Nash is an excellent shooter. He can take that shot if he wants. Instead, he passes it off to the guy who knows is going to bury the jumper. And that does so much for your camaraderie and your chemistry.
Shamond Williams with the miss. And Bradley knocks it into the hands of Nowitzki. Back to Nash. Nash sees an opening, floats it down, and knocks it in. Wow.
He loves that little runner off one leg. And he shoots that. Most people would shoot that in horse. It's a lot more difficult shooting a shot off 1 foot, a little runner, than gathering yourself and going off 2 feet.
Pierce to Walker. Vin Baker has Bradley sealed, and so Shamond Williams takes it hard, but we got an offensive foul called on the play. A little clear out by Vin Baker.
But Vin Baker was just trying to seal off Sean Bradley, and Bradley was fighting like crazy to get around him. And here's Nash. That's a horse shot. That's off one leg, and he shoots that like, look, you know, this is every day for me. And here's the foul. Vin Baker. Doesn't look like there's a foul to me. Celtics coming back.
Look at the field goal shooting for the Boston Celtics.
It's that matchup zone. They don't know what to do with it.
Well, Nash went for the finger roll off the top of the glass.
They got it tipped.
Oh, he's saying it was tipped.
You know, he tried to shoot that ball high. He's doing a great job. He comes around screen. Antoine Walker has to help on that play. And you see the tip there. Vin Baker doing an excellent job of helping out, recovering, and saving 2 points. But you can see on that play, Antoine Walker doesn't want to leave Dirk Nowitzki. So he stays with Nowitzki when he should be the help man. But you can't blame him. If Nowitzki gets an open look, he's burying it.
Oh, good hand by Antoine Walker. You could hear it was all ball as he went for the strip.
That was great timing.
Walker again trying to work around Nowitzki. Tony Delfer into the final 2 minutes here of the third quarter. Walker, shot clock now at 6. Shamond Williams on the floor. Walker, that's a three-pointer. It's no good. Nahara with a big rebound.
Just a tough shot.
And then Vin Baker doing it defensively as he comes up with the block.
A great job by Vin Baker to use his size. Great timing.
Delk back out to McCarty. It's a good three-point shooting team on the floor right now. Shamond Williams, one of those. That's a three, and it's good.
Just excellent ball movement. Every Celtics player that caught it gave it up to somebody who had a better look at the basket.
Michelle, what are the solutions the Celtics trying to come up with then?
Well, solutions are being found with a lot of passion in their huddles. The last two huddles have been as animated as you can imagine, John. I'll let this play run out and finish.
Dell spins it back out. Shalon Williams came up with a big steal and Nahara at the other end. Antoine Walker, Walter McCarty, another one of those three-point shooters. Shot clock at 8. Into the corner. Dell, 3, won't stay down. And Sean Bradley comes up with a Michelle.
Well, Jim O'Brien doesn't want Dell to pass up on that 3. He wants everyone to take the uncontested shots, take them when they're there. But it was Antoine Walker who was livid in the last huddle. He said, we can't score on offense, and then we turn around and let Dallas run their offense to perfection. He said, we have practiced way too hard to let that happen, and believe me, you two, I've cleaned that up for our audience.
I definitely believe that as Tony Delk buries a three-pointer as well. The Celtics are within 9.
And I tell you what, I love the floor game Antoine Walker is putting together right now. He's directing his ball club.
And a turnover as Nash tried to find Sean Bradley. Bradley out there beyond the three-point arc wasn't looking for the ball.
No, and why should he? And you kind of gave me a weird look when Nash took that little runner at the top of the key. He was trying to shoot 2 for 1 that time. There was 30 seconds left on the clock. He thought he wanted to get a shot up and then hopefully they'd get the ball back.
I wasn't as much surprised that he took the shot as I was by the shot that he took. A 16-point deficit has now been cut down to 9.
And Dirk Nowitzki going to work. Beautiful up and under. Gets Antoine Walker off his feet. Hits nothing but the bottom on that one. Then again, same move. See, Antoine, you can't fault him. He's just respecting that jumper. And then Nowitzki open.
Watch and win with Sky Box Office. Every time you order Spy Game between these dates, you'll automatically be entered into our free prize draw to win the ultimate spy trip.
Where are you? Talk to me.
We'll fly you and a friend to the capital of espionage and intrigue, Washington, D.C.
They know. They don't know.
Then you'll travel to a secret CIA training facility where you'll learn all the skills required to become a real spy. Watch and win with Sky Box Office.
I'm Scarface from the A's, dog, king of the block. We are one on my t-shirt, the shoe of Reebok, and the streets rock what we rock. The battle is won, cross beaming with the franchise. You know how it's done. It's like this, it's like that, it's like this, and it's like this, it's like that, it's like this, and it's like that, it's like this, it's like that, and it's like this, it's like that, it's like that, and Def Jam South, baby.
That money talks. I won't deny. I heard it once. It said, goodbye.
If you're hearing strange mutterings from your wallet, get yourself a plan from the Pru.
Crocodile Hunter. Collision Course, starring Steve Irwin in its first big screen adventure.
You mean that guy in the khaki shorts?
Snap it up on video and DVD from Monday.
Let me get this.
No, let me.
Go on, my treat.
No, really.
Please, I insist.
Okay, thanks. Oh, one of those.
Credit cards are all the same, aren't they?
Well, except you're probably paying 18, 19% on that one.
Yes.
Whereas if you had one of these, you'd pay 2.9% on everything you buy up until July next year.
It's hardly worth the bother. I've got loads to pay off on that one.
Jonathan, it's just a phone call. You can transfer the balance over and pay 2.9% on that too.
So I could actually save on what I've spent already?
Yeah. Including that.
At 2.9% until the 1st of July 2003, then 16.9% APR variable. A new credit card from the Royal Bank of Scotland could save you money. Call 0800 16 16 16. Make it happen.
The Celtics They've taken a 16-point lead down to 9, and Dallas trying to extend the floor, turn up the defensive pressure a little bit. Shammond Williams.
I told you during the break, I thought Antoine Walker had a superb third quarter. He's made heads-up decision after heads-up decision.
McCarty slides right to Sean Bradley, and that was great recognition by McCarty. The three wasn't there. He saw the big fella under the basket and took it right at him.
And there's nothing worse than dribbling along the baseline. You know that this guy at 7'5" is going to challenge you. And McCarty that time tried to double pump it and put that ball in the rim, but I'm sure a lot of things went through his mind as he saw Sean Bradley waiting for him.
And McCarty's got to make him pay, though, at the line. And don't forget, you can see up to 40 NBA games a week. Log on to NBA.com. Sign up for NBA League Pass to get all of the action. And that's one of the ones where you stay up late. You look up, all of a sudden, it's 2 in the morning. You watch one of those West Coast games, right, wondering where the day went. Lead is down to 8. They've cut the 16-point lead in half. Nowitzki trying to fight around Walker. Bradley is sealing Walker. Shot clock is at 7.
You see Antoine Walker's just fighting to get around that screen. Here he is. He's going to face guard Nowitzki no matter what. Forget about ball and man. I can't let this guy touch the ball. This is a guy who's giving effort. He's not quitting on the screen. And you have to admire a guy who's going to go out there and lead by example, picking up his level of defense.
Shammond Williams kind of bailed out Steve Nash, who had 5 seconds on the shot clock. This reaches out, so we get reset to 14.
Here's Shammond Williams just reaching in a little bit, and he has his left arm also was on Steve Nash's hip. But what you have to like now are the Celtics are picking up their level of play, especially on the defensive end. Look at Walker's step out on that pick and roll.
That was a great step up by Antoine Walker. Nash comes up shooting, and again, from every single place on the floor, this Mavericks team can beat you. It doesn't matter who has the ball in their hand.
And that's just demoralizing because you go out there and you're busting your butt to play defense. You're playing hard, and then Steve Nash gets a little look at the bucket and drains one on you.
Tony Delk looking for a three and comes back. Sean Bradley was there looking for the block, but Delk gets it over him.
Tony Delk can score. One of the better shooters. The best shooters on this Celtics team, pure shooters, are Delk and Shammond Williams. You can't leave either one open, especially in the corner. Tony Delk is too good for that.
Nash drives it right at the hoop, right at Vin Baker, and still fights it up on the glass and in.
Hey, you asked me before the game what makes Steve Nash different, and plays like that make him a different kind of ball player. He's gutsy. He has a lot of guts.
Walter McCarty's three is off the mark. Nash chases it down.
He's fearless.
Finley thought of a good job by the Celtics to close. There's Nash again. Shammond Williams staying out on him. Nowitzki comes up shooting. The rainbow is good.
You have no margin for error when you're guarding this guy. You got to keep your feet. Every time you leave your feet, this guy stays in the same spot with an up fake. You go by him, he keeps his composure, and he drains one on you.
Got 28 points for Dirk Nowitzki. Delk thought about it. Swings it to Shammond Williams. Looking to work around Finley. Nowitzki comes over. Forces the pass. Now Walker. Cut off. Still comes up jumping. And Antoine Walker now has 22.
And Antoine Walker's going to have a tight back tomorrow because he's taken this Boston Celtics team and put it on his shoulders. He's carrying this group.
If not for Antoine Walker, this game would be long gone. Nice steal by Delk.
Great defense. Great team defense. Look at Antoine giving the ball up.
McCarty sends it back out. Walker with a look for three. Little deep. Walt Williams strong with the rebound.
That would have been too good to be true if Antoine hits that shot. He's doing everything right now on the floor.
Nash is cut off. One of the rare times he picks up his dribble. Nash is furious. Nowitzki picks up the foul. Nash thought he was fouled on the trip. The Celtics got it back to 8. Right now it stands at 9, but they trail by as many as 16.
Now watch this play. Antoine Walker's right here. When Steve Nash tries to come off this little pick and roll, Antoine forces him out to the dead area. And if you remember, last time Steve Nash came off that screen, Antoine stayed close to Dirk Nowitzki. And that's why this is so demoralizing, because Antoine does a great job of playing deep, and still Steve Nash hits that bucket. Now watch it. He's working. He's going over screens. He's not giving up. That's a guy who's determined to help his team win. Antoine Walker's made great decisions in the third quarter and the beginning of the fourth.
Delt gets it and launches a three-pointer, and it is good, and that was pure from the time it left his hands. 13 for Tony Delt.
And again, they played a little hot potato at the top of the key. Antoine Walker had a good look. He gives it immediately back to Tony Delt.
Nowitzki and Walker going at each other. Shamond Williams forced that one out of bounds. Still belongs to Dallas.
And you see, those kind of things, what Antoine Walker's doing right now, they don't show up in the box score. But coaches love it. They appreciate it.
Finley with a three-pointer that is good. Another one that looked pure as it left his hands. And how big was that?
That was huge. I mean, he had his feet set that time. He had too much time to shoot that ball.
The three-pointers are starting to become a little kinder to the Celtics. Started 1 of 12, now 7 of 28. Walker into Shamond Williams. Tough play down there. You turn around to Shamond Williams, and you're looking up at Sean Bradley. What do you do?
You give it up. That guy's a foot and a half taller than you.
Oh, and then Nowitzki comes back. And the payoff once again, 30 points for Dirk Nowitzki. He's been averaging 21, just over 21 this season. He's got 30 tonight.
I saw Dirk Nowitzki all last year out in the West, and I put him on my first team All-NBA ballot because I thought he was that good.
Well, guess what?
He's insane. This is ridiculous.
The rest of America may have him on the ballot as well. Nowitzki now with 32 points. We've got a timeout on the floor. The Celtics have made a run. They've gotten back into this game shooting the threes, which they did not do in the first half. But Nahara and the rest of the Mavs, Steve Nash, Dirk Nowitzki, have built a 13-point lead.
To truly become a master of your discipline, you must understand the meaning of survival. It's the will to overcome adversity. It's realizing that survival is a way of life. When the opportunity stares you in the eyes, will you survive? WWE Survivor Series in association with THQ SmackDown, Sunday night, Sky Sports 1.
What do you think, Neil?
I think I prefer this one. Oh, I thought you wanted an artificial tree.
It is artificial.
So it is. I always wanted to be a star.
Homebase has something for everyone this Christmas.
Neil? Neil?
Hurry, this weekend is Christmas bonus time with 20% off everything in our Christmas shop.
Disney! Come and have a dance.
For 20% off Christmas ideas, Homebase.
Famous coach once said that rugby is all about inches, not feet. I was also fortunate to get some good advice about my hair loss from Advanced Hair Studio and regrew my hair with their advanced laser therapy program.
That looks really good there.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. It's coming along well. So, if you want to get your hair sorted, talk to Advanced Hair Studios, just like I did.
Call Advanced Hair Studio now on 0845 600 8899. Call now.
Got something you want to share? Then do it with Alpha Telecom. With Alpha, you can talk to the world from only 2p. Opening your Alpha account is easy. There's no need to change your phone, line or number. Just call free now on 0800 376 2345 and talk to the world from only 2p. Alpha Telecom. Live life to the full. Share your experience. Call free now on 0800 376 2345.
Cash Converters.
Welcome to Cash Converters. Do you need cash now? We can give you cash when you need it. And
And it's so simple. Bring any of these items into a cash converter store and we could give you instant cash.
We buy, we sell, we loan cash, and we cash checks.
Cash converters.
Dirk Nowitzki has had a lot of success against this Boston Celtics team tonight, and not just tonight, Sean.
Oh, not just tonight, but you see that number there. But look at this. There's the man. I mean, he's probably number one on a lot of teams' lists. The other night when we were watching, remember we were talking about that 170 40-point plus games.
It's a one for you, right?
I had one. Okay.
You're on the
Mike
list.
only had, only 169 short.
Yeah, Walt Williams is going to pick that foul up as he tried to stay with Paul Pierce. Really gave him a bump.
This Celtics team, they put a lot of energy out on the floor trying to come back. They picked up their level of defense, but to no avail. The Dallas Mavericks just kept bombing. They were patient on the offensive end, just kept knocking down shots.
But Pierce is another question. He's got to score. Walker now. Nice pass. Shot clock at 4. Petit just lost it. And it winds up a turnover into the hands of Steve Nash.
Now Dallas is walking it down. The clock is their ally.
Bradley had a mismatch down there with Tony Delk, and they didn't see him. Clock now down to 5 for Nash. Releases it, rolls out, kept alive, and Nash comes out of there with the rebound.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do when you're trying to come back against this team is give them extra opportunities at shooting the basketball.
Finley swings the elbows across Delk and takes it into the paint. Walt Williams out of the corner, nails the three.
They just have too many weapons. It's unfair. That time, Delk was caught on Finley. Finley doing a great job of penetrating to the basket, sucks the defense in, and finds Walt Williams on the perimeter.
Now making them work. At the other end of the floor, Spawn Williams bounce pass comes to the hands of Pierce, but that was set for Petit, and Pierce continues to struggle. Now 2 of 16 from the field.
And that time, Nowitzki did a great job contesting Paul Pierce's shot.
Nash goes to his knees, comes up, still with the ball, finds Nowitzki. His 3 is no good. Pierce with the rebound.
I thought Dirk shot that ball a little quick.
Antoine Walker for 3. That was well off the mark, too. Sean Bradley and Petit underneath. Sean Bradley gets the foul, but Paul Pierce, you see anything problem? Something with the release? Because he's coming off a game against Philadelphia where he struggled and had just 13 points.
Sometimes you go through those spells. I've had spells in my career where I'd get out there on the court early, try to find my rhythm, just couldn't find it. Then you might come back the next night, everything's falling for you. It's perfectly understandable for a guy to lose his shooting touch for a day or two.
Tony Delk answers with a 3-pointer, and that's what they're going to need, is the other guys to pick it up, especially from 3-point range, because Dallas seems every trip down the floor has someone who's going to drop it in the bucket.
They just keep running their offense. They have too many weapons. Stop Dirk. Michael Finley hits you. Steve Nash hits you.
Michael Finley for 3. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. I mean, how do you feel if you're one of the guys in white? And you put all this energy back out on the floor and getting back into the ball game, and then Finley starts getting hot on you.
Pierce, now there's something. Pierce had a 3. He had time to get there. Nice follow by Petit. Well, Pierce put the ball on the floor feeling no confidence in his 3-point shot.
Yeah, that time you try to make something happen, taking it to the basket.
Finley now, Pierce waving the hand in his face.
You can't overcommit on him because Finley's a great penetrator.
Shot clock goes to 6. Pierce strips it away from Finley. Finley looking for the foul call. It's not there. Pierce pass to Antoine Walker. Got too far underneath the bucket. Couldn't get it up with the left hand.
He tried to put that up with his left hand because Dirk Nowitzki's so big. At 7 feet tall, you have to elevate over the top of him or he's going to block that shot.
Nowitzki has Tony Delk on him. late recognizing the switch, but he still gets the shot off. Dell, nice job with the rebound around Walt Williams. And now Shamond Williams.
The Celtics just look like they're out of gas.
Oh, how about that steal by Steve Nash, and Antoine Walker has no choice but to commit the foul, his second.
I think Dallas is going to silence a lot of critics. They're doing a great job. They've done a great job on defense tonight. Look at Nash. Just anticipating, playing that little passing lane. And that time Nash was in the perfect spot. He guarded two people at the same time.
Steve Nash and the Mavericks up next, New Jersey, and then the LA Lakers, followed by Houston. So they figure that this, what is about to become a 9-game winning streak if they hold on for the last 340, is in jeopardy. It was interesting to talk to them this morning at the shoot-around. A lot of the guys are like, well, you know, we're very happy about it, but we know it could come to an end any of the next 3 games.
They were very humble about their winning streak. That's the right mentality. They're trying to get better. They're playing for game 83.
How about the ball movement there? I mean, that ball just whipped around the perimeter and then into Sean Bradley.
And it'll drive you crazy because you have to get out there to the offensive players. As a defender, you can't even back up a foot or two off guys like Nowitzki and Finley and Walt Williams and Nash. And that just spreads the floor. I guarantee that paint was wide open. All Bradley had to do was step anywhere in the green, and he was going to receive the pass. The ball's moving around.
Think you heard that foul?
That's going to leave a mark.
John Bradley, of course, we mentioned before the start of the game, wasn't even sure if he would play because of some food poisoning he picked up. He's had a pretty nice night. 5 rebounds, 5 blocks, 10 points.
Well, Sean Bradley's made the Celtics feel green.
Pierce finally loses a man. And that seems one of the first times he's had a shot without a hand in his face. Michael Finley went to his backside, and that allowed him to get the shot, but it's been a long night for Paul Pierce with just 7 points.
He just hasn't gotten very many good looks at the bucket.
Nash finds his way to Nowitzki. Shot no good. Sean Bradley had the rebound, knocked out of his hands by Pierce. Great save by Shamond Williams. Pierce now sees an opening, finger roll with the left hand, and rattles it down.
Oh, we got 2:40 left. Got a little bit of time.
Well, with the way they shoot threes as well, that wasn't a 3 obviously, but with the way this team can shoot 3-pointers, they're rarely going to be considered out of the game. Dallas content to work the clock down a little bit. Down to 5 now. Oh, Nash. That's going to be over and back. And it's another turnover for the Dallas Mavericks. And their owner, Mark Cuban, we heard from him earlier. Michelle, what's he been doing?
Well, is there a more colorful owner in the NBA with signing autographs before the game? Most respectful during the anthem. All throughout the game, he's been shouting, "Let's go blue." Cuban is on the brink of being the owner of a 9-0 team as Dallas is on top.
Found himself in all kinds of trouble. Can't pass the ball to yourself, Sean, no matter how many times you try.
Yeah, well, it was Sean Bradley once again disrupted him, and he thought he had all day to shoot that, and all of a sudden this guy 7'5" is bearing down on him. He couldn't see the basket.
Needed to dribble that ball off of one of those knees from Sean Bradley instead of just off the floor. Bradley comes to the ball. Finley now drops it back into the hands of Nash, and again, Dallas just spreading the floor, being happy to let the clock wind down. Under 2 minutes to go right now. Finley puts it on the floor around Pierce. Pierce, great job to stay with him. And Finley comes up short.
Yeah, great defense by Paul Pierce.
Delka three-pointer that rattles down. And this is how the Celtics will stay in the game. A reason that you can never count them out late in the game. There's so many guys on the floor capable of bearing a 3.
Yeah, I was about to say before Delk shot that ball, the time is running out on him. And these guys need to force the issue a little bit. They don't have a whole lot of time.
Nash sees an opening a little too strong off the glass. Boston on a 7-0 run, looking to add to that. Pierce, three-pointer. And that's kind of been the type of night it has been for Paul Pierce.
Well, a little penetration. Eric Williams had spot up in the corner for a three. But like you said, it's been one of those type of nights. Paul Pierce just unable to get it going.
How about 4 of 20 from the field for Pierce? Dallas going to let a little clock run.
I've had games like that, believe me.
Nash just comes up shooting and buries the shot just inside the arc.
And that one is especially humbling. Because you have a guy, Steve Nash, who's considerably smaller than Walter McCarty, and he raises up on him.
And not known as a great leaper is Steve Nash. He'll admit that. Shammond Williams. Now the little ball pressure. Nash loses it, and then Tony Delk reaches in. You know, the defensive effort, Sean, you talked about how they are turning it up, and Sean Bradley, a huge reason why early in this game.
Smacking that shot. Then he tells Ben Baker, send that back to the kitchen. That's not done yet. And here's Paul Pierce trying to use his body, but Sean Bradley is just too big. You can throw your body into him, and he still has the length, the wingspan to get to your shot.
Because you know the game's not over, right? Sean Bradley's on his way. He had the food poisoning. He's got to stay away from the New England clam chowder that he must have had at the hotel. Caused the problem. He's going to get some fluids, no doubt.
Some bad clams in that chowder, probably.
Nash and Shammond Williams forced the foul, although Shammond's arguing his case. No one is going to listen to that. Adam Harrington, number 21, has come off the bench for Dallas. Interesting story because he's from Western Massachusetts. And to come here and be able to play against the Boston Celtics and get a chance to come on the floor. He, of course, went to NC State first and then Auburn after that. Only played 2 years of college.
That's the standard these days.
Yeah, I was going to say.
2 years.
That's a long time ago, right?
Yeah. You're a veteran in college. If you spend 2 years, 3 years, forget about it. 4 years when you're a fossil.
Nash almost a double-double. Shammond Williams finger roll at the hole. 14 points and 9 assists for Steve Nash. Avery Johnson on the floor with Nash. And this one is going to be 9-0 for the Dallas Mavericks.
And an impressive victory tonight. Did a great job of playing defense, making it tough for Paul Pierce to get any good looks at the bucket, and they were able to grind it out when the Celtics picked up their level of play.
And Avery Johnson kept the ball that entire possession and still drops it down. Shammond Williams dealt with it into the corner to McCarty, but as it's gone through the entire game, time runs out, and Mark Cuban and the Dallas Mavericks are now 9-0, Michelle.
Yeah, and I'm with Dirk Nowitzki, also known as a Celtic killer. He loves to come in here and play well against the Celtics. In fact, Sean Elliott compared you to Larry Bird. You did seem to be able to score at will. Why were they unable to stop you tonight?
I think we played great team offense. It was just executing our plays. We had a couple of guys with wide open looks, and I mean, that's what it's all about. We got to execute on offense and defense. I think defense really won us the game and really got us off to a good start, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and your defense, you guys are doing it with very little depth. You're bruised and banged up right now. Where are you finding the energy?
I think we just love to play, and we go out there and compete every night. And, you know, we know teams are going to come after us. We're the team to beat now, and we just love to play.
You're the team to beat. You're 9-0. How long do you think you can keep this streak going?
Oh, we know every streak has an end sooner or later, but you know, once it ends, we just want to start a new one. That's basketball, and you know, we just try to keep it alive as long as we can.
All right, thanks a lot for the time. Congratulations, 9-0, Dirk Nowitzki and the Celtics. Back to you, John.
And you can see why Nowitzki was the MVP of the World Championship as Germany took hold of the bronze medal. He was just terrific tonight. And once again, the Leprechauns are going to have to leave the building. Not happy tonight. Dirk Nowitzki, just a tremendous night offensively, defensively, 32 points. Our final score, 97-86